Well, hello, my babies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week of 6 to 12 October. And I hope you understood when I said for the past week that things could get ugly, very dirty, falling apart in very, how can I say, putrefaction in alchemy. Everything is dissolving and falling apart, and this happened due to the fact that the planet Venus was in the sign she doesn't like to be, in the sign of Virgo, and at the same time she was together with the south node of the moon Ketu. And to my surprise, I watched several weddings take place around me in my neighborhood, especially yesterday when I went to the river. And I was very surprised because the whole weather here in Belgrade was awful. We had the coldest September for the past 130 years. It's raining all the time. It's dirty. It's falling apart. And probably people didn't know they got wedded during the past week. As I also told you, this is not a great time or good time at all to encounter someone new, to start a relationship, to get married, because it could have had a fated quality in the encounter, in the ritual of union. But it's also the fact that those two people shouldn't have met each other at all, and they should not fallen in love, or they should not have sex, or any type of physical or mental or intellectual or heart-based communication. This aspect forced them to. On the other hand, many people who were in some relationships that were not so stable had to face the final breakdown, and incoming weeks will show that if you met someone entirely new and you think you're crazy in love with that person, during the past week or past 2 or 3 weeks, you are wrong. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but things are not looking very well, and maybe throughout this week you will realize precisely why. Other couples made some stupid moves or maneuvers in their relationship, and now they are going to face the final countdown, as the old song says, or final separation, or some very harsh moments later on during this week. So this is not just the sobering week, this is reliving, rewilding as well type of week. First of all, today is Monday. I'm so sorry, I'm drowning in my projects, and I couldn't make the video yesterday, but I managed to walk 4 kilometers and even more to do some things. But today, on Monday, the planet Mercury finally enters the sign of Scorpio. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I'll let you judge on that. But tomorrow, Mercury will create tense aspect towards Scorpio, square aspect. So first of all, Mercury in Scorpio is extremely wise. Not wise, street smart, very shrewd, better to say. And when I have some issues with my headphones, but I've got it done right now, and I hope you can hear me, because I will run crazy if this recording is not right. So Mercury in Scorpio has a very dirty vocabulary. These are those people who are act this, act that, act this, act that. I wrote one book, and in the part of that book, I explained to people how words can shape your reality. And I'm very happy to announce that since this last summer, I stopped using ugly words, rude words, curse words. They are gone from my vocabulary due to my sister, who didn't say a thing, didn't look down on me, didn't look dark on me. Just her presence one day in my life changed me, because I observed her and I observed myself and what is coming out of my mouth. And when I came home, I made a firm decision: nothing dirty will ever come out of my mouth as long as I can control it. But this Mercury will say provoking things, intriguing things. This is the moment of revealing many secrets, moments of public scandals. In my country, people are threatening to politicians with court cases in Brussels, Strasbourg, or other appointed courts in European Union. There are some harsh moments going on. Scandals are being revealed, affairs in economy and business. So you can expect all those dirty secrets to rush up, like in the oil well, for instance, and leave the dirty trace around. But for you personally, this is the moment where you should be shrewd, wise, while you are saying something. So saying something in the right place and in the right time can do miracles to change things instantly. Just remember what I heard a long time ago: the ability to spell is the ability to spell. So for those who come from non-English language areas, this means the ability to spell is to spell the word like A, I, O, letter by letter, sound by sound, but also to spell means to cast magic on something or someone. So the ability to spell, the ability to say something properly, is the ability to create magic in life or around you. This is why this Mercury can be highly provoking, but at the same time, this Mercury can make muddy waters, or this Mercury can bring out some light. And since Mercury will create quincunx aspect toward Uranus, I'm afraid that I should tell you several times in a row that you should be wise, wiser than Schroeder, so to say. Your mind could be working overtime, and you may say or do something with your hands you can regret on later. Also, this could be a quite dangerous aspect for all those who are dealing with boilers and explosives. The other day we had a guy found dead here in the center of the city in one of the apartments he rented, and he was here because he was an expert in explosives, and his task was to create an explosive he will probably put under some car. However, things went really bad, and the whole apartment exploded in the very center of the city, and his body was found all around. And later on, police found out that he was paid explosive expert to do some hard things. You don't have to be an explosive expert. You may work on oil platforms, for instance, especially those in the ocean. Be very careful. Explosions are highly possible, and also if you are doing something with water and electricity, this is dangerous aspect. But most of all, you should watch out for what is coming out of your mouth and what is coming in through your ears, because you don't need to hear everything, or every stupid person provoking you around. Just play dead, as I like to say. However, later on today, we will have a full moon in Aries. So sun is in Libra, moon is in Aries. This is everything about the union. Not necessarily, although it can include marital union, but this is more about dealing with the estimation. Can we work as a team? Can we get things right? You and me, how we are going to split the profits? Who is going to carry water and who is going to chop some wood? Everything is an estimation. This is not the aspect of happily ever after, and we are going to live like in some fairy tale. No, this is very clever moment in your life where you should put things on the paper. You know, the sign of Libra, this is not the sign of love per se. Sign of Libra is the sign of partnerships, and those old astrologers knew that marriage is like creating a business, creating a partnership type of company, while love is for children, for instance, or creativity, or romances. But marriage is something very firm and with determined goals. So don't get caught in that romantic game. Oh, we love each other. Because a long time ago, I read a book where economy expert very clearly stated people spend way more hours about agreeing how their wedding cake should look like, but never in that time frame or before their marriage they discuss how their finances will look like, where they will spend, where they will save and invest, and which are the goals of their marriage. And this is where the all fuss and mess happens later on. Yes, I believe it's the divorce lawyer who described those situations. So think in those terms. Don't think, oh, it's full moon in Aries, I'm Libra, and this is going to be about meeting my future husband. No, be smarter than that. Be smarter than that. Please try to be more rational. Libra is above all rational sign, although it's an air sign. Very calculative sign besides Virgo, so don't play with it. On the 8th, I believe that's Wednesday, Venus in Virgo will create sextile aspect towards Jupiter. And this is the moment for you to sober up and say, oh God, I am so fat. Oh God, I'm going finally to take care of my nutrition. And I'm going to weigh everything I put in my mouth. I'm going to write down at least for 1 week all the calories, all the foods I put in my mouth. Not I munched on this or that, and that doesn't count. Everything counts, so you will take care of your nutrition. But at the same time, you will think of some healthy and interesting and tasty meals you can make. And this is the great reminder for me, because I had to make 2 types of small cakes. In the West, you don't have this type of desserts, but for my family celebration in 2 weeks, I had to prepare them. I promised and I wanted, because I long to spend some time in the kitchen. And so this is a great moment to start a diet, to change something you have done into something healthier. And then during the same day, during Wednesday, Moon will enter the sign of Taurus. And at the same time, it will create an opposition toward Mercury. And at the same time, Pluto will create tense aspect toward Mercury and Moon at the same time. I said at the same time several times, but it doesn't matter, because first of all, this is the aspect of lying or liar. Someone is going to ruthlessly lie to you, or you are going to be that ruthless liar. Since Pluto is in Aquarius, this could spread like a disease throughout social media. So when the 77 is going to fight that stupid Roger 69 all over IG, TikTok, YouTube, and they are going to have those endless wars, who is smarter one and who has the facts. When it comes to politics and money, this will be played on a deeper and way dirtier level with some serious court case threats and also some court penalties. So please be careful. If you're not in the world of politics or big business, or you don't have any ambition to waste your time online fighting some stupid fights you cannot win, then you should take care of your taxes, because the state is watching over you, especially their tax department. I know that by myself many times, because they are sending love here and there to me in the form of little long letters. And I always tell them, dokle breviše, dokle. That's in Serbian, but I'm not going to translate it. You heard the sound. So beware of liars on Wednesday and Thursday and avoid crazy people. That's a very serious warning coming from me. Then on Wednesday and even on Thursday. But then on Thursday, Moon in Taurus will trine Venus in Virgo. This is, I should do my cakes on Thursday. This is something beautiful, sweet, small, the work of art. If you're planning to go to patisserie or boulangerie, or pick something beautiful, sweet, something. It will be the moment of inspiration. Also, this is the great moment for all of you seamstresses, those people in fashion, in flowers, in interior design, and also in banking, because you could invest into small service businesses or not real estate. Small service businesses, agricultural land, to some extent to real estate, but not rely on that so much. This is agricultural production for sure. Or you can plant something that will bring their fruits on the next spring or summer. Looking further, on the 10th, I believe that's Friday, Freya's Day, Women's Day, Moon will conjunct Uranus by the first degree of Gemini. Craziness all around, but at the same time, the surge of new ideas, new inspiration, something dreamy and yet tangible, and something wonderful you can develop entirely online or through new technologies. Also, this could be a great moment to team up with someone new. So think about it. That person should be on the other half of the world, but this teaming up is all about some future business or at least projects. On Saturday, 11th, Venus in Virgo will oppose Saturn in Pisces. Not a good day for love at all. Maybe you could have some stomach aches. Be aware of medication, unknown allergies, and also the purity of your water. The last week I heard something interesting, because people in Brazil, especially tourists, are avoiding alcohol en masse because there were many cases of putting the fake alcohol into their cocktails. And this fake alcohol, methanol, has the power, and it always had the power to make you blind and create some harsh moments with your liver. So people en masse stopped drinking alcohol in Brazil due to those poisonings and getting blind of many people, and something similar took place in Southeast Asia, whether this is Philippines or Malaysia or some country, I'm not so sure, but I heard it before Brazil's story. So this is exactly this Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. Take care of your water and take care of alcohol. Try to avoid alcohol at any cost. If you don't know how it's precisely made or its precise quality, don't end up blind after one cocktail, as one girl described on YouTube 2 weeks ago. She was in Southeast Asia, and this one cocktail will cost her for the rest of her life. She will be blind. So this is the moment of some sort of poisoning. There were whole cities poisoned, I don't know, in Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, somewhere in that area. I've heard the whole city is being poisoned. So this is the moment of Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, especially when Venus creates an opposition. So something sweet in something alcoholic or watery can cause you poisoning, or even something more severe. For sure, this is why you must thoroughly take care what you are eating and drinking during the second half and of this and the first half of the next week. So please take my words very seriously. Now, when it comes to love, this could mean falling in love with someone who is 7 or more years older or younger than you are. But no, this is not the moment for love. It's not at all. You will have to wait a week or 10 days more to have something which will truly last. This can, if you have someone new and you are interested in someone new during these days, yes, it may seem as it's fated, but no, it's ugly, it's dirty, it always reminds me on that one graffiti I saw in Arabic. And in translation, it said, it's very hard for me to forget you because there is garbage on every street. So this is this type of aspect. Just be patient. Love will come soon. Right now, it's not the right moment. Focus on other things like teaming up. And then on Sunday, the 12th of October, Moon in Cancer will create trine to Mercury in Scorpio. This is the moment for healing. This is the moment when state issued some taxes on me, or some politician applied for a court case against me. Now I'm coming home to cry and my mommy is hugging me and telling me everything will be okay. So, for instance, we had a case the other day when all those 45 ships sailed to Israel to carry the humanitarian aid for Palestinian civilians. There was one Serbian guy there on one of the ships, and when things got very hard, then he cried out for Mama Serbia, and we had some very interesting moments here because, of course, the state told him, were you asking the Mama Serbia when you started this adventure, my son? No, you didn't. But yes, of course, Mama Serbia is going to save you. And through some diplomatic channels, guy is granted to stay alive and to be deported back here. So this is how our heroes go down. I hope all those people on those boats will be safe for sure, and all civilians. I'm not happy with wars. As an astrologer, I know there will always be some wars going on, but as a woman, I am firmly against wars. So how can I get in peace those two parts of my personality? This moon in Cancer and Mercury in Scorpio is also very, very good aspect for healing, finding a cure in hospitals and day health centers, turning toward healthier foods. Maybe homeopathy could be in the game here, especially on the Monday on 13th. But this is the aspect which gives hope for all those who are ill or malnourished. So generally speaking, this is everything for this week. When it comes to signs, things are staying the same as almost the same as the last week. I'm not going to go sign by sign into much detail because I don't have so much time. I don't want this video to last 1 hour. But for Aries, you are estimating new partnerships. For Taurus, things are falling apart, especially when it comes to your love life. Something ugly is going on. Just be patient. For Gemini, welcome to the new dawn, new day. For Cancer, things could be rocky, but at the same time, this week could feel victorious for you. And yes, start that diet. For a Leo, great if you are doing some content creation, writing, you are attending reception, you are going to some law exams. This is phenomenal for eloquent speech and public appearance for sure. Then for Virgo, things are falling apart, you are feeling ugly, you may be fighting for some lost relationship, but no, let it go, let it go, let it go. It's over, something new will be born later on. For Libra, you are dreaming, you are feeling quite depressed, but at the same time, although you are feeling depressed, you know you have to work on at least 2 of your projects, and you are doing them magnificently well. So at this time of the year, no one is asking you how you feel. Who cares how you feel? It's what you do, and your action is what counts. If you are a Scorpio, keep your tongue in your mouth. Don't speak, don't speak. I know, no, 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 no. No, no, no. This is a dangerous moment for you, especially by the beginning of this week. So try to act as a mysterious hero in the back and don't do anything, just pose throughout this week. And also love is, yeah. If you are Sagittarius, you are recalling or you are remembering some of your exes, but things don't look so well as well. And you should, of course, take care of your nutrition and go on that diet because you are big now. Or as another option, you are heavily in some renovation and that is sucking all of your money and killing your brain cells and nerve cells, of course. If you are Capricorn, things are foggy, delusional, but at the same time new, and from delusions or illusions you could create something entirely new, and this will take place, but from late February next year. For now, you are looking back for the last time. And you're not feeling so well at the same time. Aquarius, revolutionary mood. Please be careful, especially while talking to your boss. Love looks okay, but you are focused on your career and also on some social rights and justice and blah, blah, blah. Please be careful. This could be a dangerous moment for you. And if you are Pisces, you are all about yourself, going to vintage stores and thinking about ancient recipes and ancient healing and everything like that. Healing through myths or legends or stories could work wonders in your case, or at least inspire you to write a book or some content in that sense, which could bring you profits later on in life. So, generally speaking, this can be one very interesting week ahead for everything else except love. So, try your diets, keep your mouth shut, keep away from explosives or everything or anything else that could explode throughout the beginning of this week. Be safe, be satisfied and grateful for what you have, and create new standards for your future. Don't create just new expectations. Create your whole new personality and root it in your soul, if you understand what I mean. This is generally what I had for you for this whole week, and I hope we are going to see each other again by the beginning of the next week. Yes. This was your astrologer Kira. Please subscribe to me. I'm very desperate when it comes to subscription, and you could recommend me if you think my content has some values. We can all share. So this is it for this week. I love you all. Check my readings and my services, and I hope to reach you next week as well. Goodbye and take care.